be an 8-day mission.
I think we made the right decision to not have Butch and Sonny on board. It's awfully hard for the team.
NASA and Boeing will now begin a thorough review of the bungled space mission. A 176-year royal tradition has been upheld in the UK, with the King and Queen attending the Highland Games in Aberdeenshire. The royals were all smiles at the annual event that's held near their summer residence in Balmoral. Still ahead in the news, welfare recipients forced to cut back on essentials as government payments fall behind. Medical experts divided over a plan to weigh school students. And
if you need to
Hey honey, how's you're eating an apple?
Yeah.
But your teeth?
All fixed. Why did I wait so long?
Intense fear and anxiety?
Not anymore. Healthy smiles, sleep dentistry. I didn't feel a thing.
Amazing. Looks amazing.
Find out more about sleep dentistry today at station sponsor healthysmiles.com.au. All surgery or invasive procedures carry risks. Before proceeding, seek a second opinion from an appropriately qualified health practitioner.
Christie Migration Agents assists international student graduates and skilled foreign workers in meeting their Australian migration goals. Whether it's through skilled visa programs or business sponsorship, Christie Migration Agents provides exceptional service and honest, clear advice. For help with any Australian visa or citizenship situation, arrange a consultation today with station sponsor christiemigration.com.au. MARN 168.
We looked at the different ways the teaching of Jesus changed the world. One area is forgiveness. Jesus' teaching was a radical shift. The knowledge that we can be forgiven and the call for us to forgive others. We ought to forgive in the same way that God forgives us. One of our guests, Paula Gooder, talks about the teaching of Jesus and helps viewers to grasp what forgiveness is like. She explains it by saying,
the thing I love about the Greek word, the word for forgiveness simply means let go. It's like a balloon, you let it go and off it goes. But then also the people who need forgiveness have to let it go as well.
This is very simple yet enormously difficult to accomplish. If we can let it go, life will be much more balanced. It's just tough to do.
Carl Faze for dailynudge.org. 89.9 The Light.
For the drive home,
Let's go!
it's the Shaylee and Rob Show.
Watching the Olympics, Rob, I'm sure there are a lot of kids right now watching, going, one day when I grow up, I want to be that person.
I want to be that person.
I want to be,
thing.
yeah, I want to be, you know, oh man, I really should have done my research and remembered somebody's name, but I want to be them.
One athlete, one.
Jamie Foxx.
Jamie Foxx is a recording artist and an actor.
Wow.
The Shaylee and Rob Show, weekdays from 3 on 89.9 The Light. 89.9 The Light is your soundtrack to a better day in Melbourne.
And we've checked the lyrics to every song, so you don't have to.
89.9 The Light.
Your safe haven for music.
That's always positive and uplifting. This is the 9 News simulcast on 89.9 The Light.
Welfare recipients are being forced to cut back on food and medicine because government support isn't keeping up with rising costs. There'll be a boost to payments at the end of the month, but the nation's poorest need it now. Amanda Kopp reports.
Lester's bills have gone up, but his government payments have not.
With the rent going up, price of groceries also go up. It went up this time by $50 per week, which really hit me hard.
The 60-year-old stopped working as a security guard after treatment for cancer. Now he's surviving on government support while studying for his next career.
I genuinely do feel it's unsustainable.
People simply cannot survive on this payment. It's not enough to pay for the essentials.
1.4 million Australians receive government payments like JobSeeker, AusStudy and the parenting payment. But the latest research from the Australian Council of Social Services shows 3 in 4 are cutting back on meat and fresh fruit and veggies, with half skipping meals altogether. The same number are struggling to afford essential medicines, and almost all are in rental stress. Regular indexation kicks in on September 20, but with inflation so high, costs are going up faster than the payments can keep up.
The trouble here, these indexed increases are actually based on past quarters. So there's a real lag here of up to 6 months.
The costs go up, the inflation goes up, and it's only later that we see an increase to the payments.
ACOS says the federal government needs to raise payments so they cover people's real costs.
I don't know how long I can continue here on this at that level of remuneration to keep this particular roof over my head.
Amanda Cobb, 9 News.
Students could have their weight monitored under a controversial plan to curb obesity rates. The Australian College of Nursing wants to introduce a regular screening program into schools. Nurses would check the weight and height of students and refer those overweight to a GP or dietitian. Body image experts have slammed the idea, saying it could lead to shame and stigma. An emotional Curtis McGrath has won gold in the kayak for the 3rd straight Paralympic Games. His wasn't the only powerful finish from the Aussies. On the penultimate day of competition, Edward Godfrey reports.
Curtis McGrath! A victory that means more than any other for Curtis McGrath. His 3rd 200 metres kayak gold in a row, the 4th of his unrivalled career.
Unstoppable and unbeatable!
But while he was the only one in the boat, he wasn't alone.
King of the kayak in Paris!
The 36-year-old paddling for his wife Rachel and their newborn son Monty, who just before the Games underwent emergency open heart surgery.
That means so much to me, and it's been hard, so yeah, it's important that I did it for them too.
An Army veteran, McGrath has been through plenty. His life changed in 2012 when, while serving in Afghanistan, he stepped on an explosive. He lost the bottom part of both legs, telling rescuers they'd see him at the Paralympics. He debuted in Rio and has never been beaten. This time out was no different, even if it felt so.
The goodbye that we had on the 10th of August was one of the hardest I've ever had to do, so... You know, we're just out here doing sport, so it's not actually that important, but when we're representing people and countries and our family members, it means more.
Medals flowing on the water. 24-year-old Dylan Littlehales, born with a rare limb deficiency, claiming silver in the KL3 kayak. And Susan Seipel, the Tokyo 200-metre silver medalist, grabbing herself a bronze to go with it. James Turner had already won gold in the T36 400 metres, but looked out of medal contention after a slow start in the 100-metre final. That was until the final 20 metres, when Turner turned the race on its head, surging home for a photo finish.
We wait. He's done it, and he's broken the Paralympic record.
A stunning result for the 28-year-old with cerebral palsy.
Turner, the Terminator, is irrepressible.
Not even glandular fever 2 months out could stop him. Our Dolphins hope to make a last splash in the pool. The Chuka boy Cole Purse earning silver in the 200 individual medley. The mixed 4x100 freestyle relay team of Alexa Leary, Callum Simpson, Chloe Osborne and Rowan Crothers had ground to make up. Crothers putting in a monster final leg and nearly reeling in the Italians who broke the world record. The relay wraps up an excellent showing from the Dolphins here in Paris. 6 gold medals, 27 medals all up, and the emergence of some new stars who are now household names. One of the more experienced athletes, Layli Na, bringing home another medal in table tennis, bronze in the WS9 singles to go with her doubles gold. In Paris, Edward Godfrey, 9 News.
Clint Stanaway's along now with the rest of today's sport.
Thank you so much, Pete. Good evening. Coming up after the break, we'll have some news out of Hawthorn, some breaking news considering one of their star defenders who's gone down with injury ahead of that final. That's coming up next. Also, Vossi's stern words after a horror trip to Brisbane and how Geordie and Max conquered the Big Apple.
89.9 The Light. In Africa, 9 out of 10 people in need of surgery are left without hope. Every 2 seconds, a precious life slips away due to a surgically treatable disease. Every year, Mercy Ships sends hospital ships to Africa to serve the forgotten poor, providing life-changing surgeries, training healthcare workers, and improving healthcare systems.